Good morning, my yoga friends. It's so nice to see you. It's February, and for most of us, we associate this month with our heart, right? So we will do a little heart centering practice. We'll feature that in our seated breath work, and we will need a strap today. So please find something that could assist you. It could be a belt, a towel, a scarf, anything like that if you don't have a proper strap. And we will begin in a seated position, bringing our knees in line with our hips and rooting our feet down right into the ground. So you want your knees parallel to one another. And from the side, you'll see that I'm away from the back of the chair with an upright spine. So just getting yourself into position, maybe loop the shoulders a couple of times just to get them kind of opened up and relaxed. And then we'll place one hand on our heart and place the other hand on top of that hand. And I'll invite you to close your eyes. And from here, we'll just start to get out of our thinking mind and drop our awareness down and into our bodies. Giving yourself a little time to settle in, feeling your sit bones connecting with the seat of the chair, feeling the entire sole of your foot, both left and right, grounding, allowing the tops of the shoulders to relax down. And feel that tailbone anchor you into the seat. And from there, I want you to lift out of it and lengthen your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. So you may even feel yourself getting a little bit taller. Invite your belly button to draw back towards your spine. Feel that support that it gives to your low back when you do that. And just start to breathe. Noticing your breath as you breathe in and out through your nose. So we always begin with the breath in yoga. The breath is the most important part of our practice. It connects us to each pose. It connects us to our sensation of being in each pose. It connects us to our resiliency when we're in a challenging or a strong pose. It helps to support us to stay in it. And it connects us to the present moment. As we breathe in and out through the nose, I want you to drop the sensation of the breath down into the heart. So you're breathing in and out through the nose, but it's coming in and out through your heart space. As you breathe in, feel the lift of your sternum and your chest into the palms of your hand. And as you breathe out, feel it contract and relax just a little bit, emptying the breath. Breathe into the center of the chest, feeling your heart space expand. And then exhaling that breath out. You just want to carry on like that. We have 7 main chakras, which are energy centers that lie along the length of our spine, from our root all the way up to the crown. The heart sits right in the middle of that. It's the 4th chakra. The Sanskrit name for it is Anahata. And it's the color green, beautiful, vibrant green. So as you're breathing in, just imagine a glowing green color in the center of your chest, right at the heart space. And as you breathe out what feels like love to you. The heart chakra governs the emotions of love, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, our ability to give love and receive love. Try to feel all of those sensations here as you continue to breathe in, lighting up that green energy ball. Breathing out that feeling of love, compassion, acceptance. This chakra is important because it's the bridge chakra that bridges the lower three that connect us to the earth and the upper three that connect us to heaven and the spirits and the universe. The heart exists in both worlds. Take a few more breaths here, just bringing awareness to that beautiful energy center, filling yourself with love. And take a nice deep full breath in. When you're ready, we're just going to hold that breath. Feel your body, your torso nice and full. And then invite the mouth to open, part the lips, and breathe the breath all the way out with a sigh. Allow the eyes to open, and then rest the hands down on top of the thighs. Continue with your nice steady breathing. We're going to work with our hands and our wrists right now. They're an extension of our heart. If you think about that heart energy radiating out through the length of the arms, that's exactly what the fingers and the hands do. They're an expression of your love, right? Your compassion. So we're going to take the hands all the way out, flip the palms forward, fingers pointing up. And we're just going to make like a star shape with your hands. So spread your fingers wide. Your hands are more or less in line with your shoulders, and then curl the fingers in and make a fist. This is probably something you've done in Zumba. We're just going to kind of move back and forth from star to fist, opening up those energetic lines that travel from the heart all the way out through the hands, the palms. Start to feel all of those little muscles, connective tissue beginning to wake up in the wrists and the fingers. Good. And then make a fist and just roll your wrists around. So try to isolate this so that the elbows aren't moving, the shoulders aren't moving, it's just your wrists. And they can go in the same direction or opposite directions. We're going to reverse, take it the other way. Relax those shoulders. Keep drawing the belly button towards the spine to keep a nice lift in your spine. Good. Now turn the palms to face the sky. Beautiful. Spread the palms wide. Your right hand is going to reach for your left fingertips. You're going to draw those fingertips back towards you as you press the heel of the hand away from you. Nice stretch into your wrist flexor here. Spread your palm open wide and draw your thumb away from the rest of your fingers. Keep pressing. Extend straight through that left arm if you can. And now we're going to take each finger individually and draw it back. So let's start with that pinky finger and pull it back towards you a little extra bit as you spread the palm open nice and wide. Guaranteed you're going to feel this, even if it's something you do every day. We'll move on to the ring finger and pull that back towards you. Keep pressing the heel of the hand away. And just feel into this, right? There's energy there. Moving on to the middle finger. Reopen your palm, spread the fingers nice and wide. Draw that finger back towards you. Curl it back as much as you can. And then the index finger, same thing. Draw it back. Re-extend your arm if you need to. Now this one's the kicker, I find. Go underneath and grab that thumb. Pull it back towards you. Spread your palm open nice and wide. Think of that star shape with your hand. Oh yeah, feel that. And release. Beautiful. Give that wrist a little shake. Relax the arm in any manner that feels good. And we'll take that over onto the other side with the right arm extended. Reach for your fingertips with the left hand and curl them back toward you as you actively press the heel of the hand away from you. Notice my right thumb is spread out and away from my fingers. Draw it back. Drop into your body. Notice how this side feels, and notice if you're breathing. Stay connected to that breath. Let's isolate each finger here. So starting with the pinky, draw it back. Spread the rest of the fingers nice and wide. Maybe a little ooey owie sensation here, or wow, that feels really good. Take it to whatever level feels right. Ring finger, draw it back. If this is your dominant hand, you may be feeling a deeper stretch because we're using it all the time, grabbing a mouse, on our devices, whatever it may be. Middle finger, pull it back toward you. Spread the hand open nice and wide. Keep re-extending through that right arm. And your index finger, pull it back. Draw the thumb away from the rest of the hand. And last but not least, that thumb, reach underneath, flip the palm up, press the heel of the hand away, and pull the thumb back towards you. This always feels really good to me for whatever reason. Love it, love it, love it. Good. And release, give that wrist a little roll, shoulders shake out, and we'll reach for our strap now. So whatever you have, we're going to take the strap and hold it wider than shoulders width distance apart. So you can see about where I am. And I'm holding the strap from the top. So I'm gripping it from the top and wrapping my fingers around it. Now, create a little resistance by pulling your arms away from each other, right? They're not going to go anywhere, but you're going to feel the engagement of your arms and your shoulders. Good. And then doing that, draw the strap up and overhead. Now see if you can draw the arm bones back behind your head just slightly, and then re-engage by pulling the arms away from each other. Big stretch into the chest and the pecs. You should feel that here. Good. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows to 90 degrees. You're going to bring that strap behind your head. Good. Inhale to straighten the arms. Take it back and overhead. Keep pulling the hands away from each other. As you exhale, pull down. See if you can feel your shoulder blades trying to meet on the back side of you. Good. Again, inhale, straighten the arms. Keep separating the hands away from each other energetically, so there's resistance. Exhale, pull down like you're pulling a bar back down behind your head. Nice. Last time, straighten the arms, bring them up. And exhale, pull it down. Squeeze those shoulder blades onto your back and broaden the front of your chest. Nice work. All right, arms overhead. We're going to drop that right hand down and lift the left overhead. So keep the wide grip that you have. We're going to stretch out the left side of the body. Now your left sit bone and your left hip probably want to pop up. So just re-anchor yourself down. You may need to come back a little bit if you find you're not connected to the seat as much as you need to be. And breathe into your left side. Lots of connective tissue there that we're opening up. Beautiful work, everyone. Use your oblique muscles and your core. So pull your belly button in and let's come back and up, bringing the arms overhead. Give yourself a second to neutralize. And then up and over to the other side. That left arm comes down, the right arm reaches overhead. We're pulling on the strap in opposite directions, and we're breathing into our right side. Re-anchor that right hip and sit bone down if you need to. If you're popping off the chair, come back just a little bit, right? Don't go as far. Stretch and breathe into your right side. Oh, I hope this Feels as good to you guys as it does to me. And then bring yourself back and up through center using your core. Now draw the arms forward and readjust your grip. This time we're going to take it from underneath. And walk your hands in just about shoulder width distance apart, maybe a slightly wider. Okay, so you're grabbing the strap from underneath. Re-extend your arms and same thing, create a little resistance. Pull that strap nice and tight. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, use your biceps and just row that strap back towards you, elbows pulling in close to your waistline. Good, inhale, extend. Now go slow. Imagine there's resistance here, create it. As you exhale, pull it back as if you're really working with a bar here with some weight on it. Good, inhale to extend. Exhale, use those biceps, draw it in, elbows close to the body. One more time, take it out, about shoulder height, and then pull it in. Resist, resist, resist. Now hold here, and isolating just the wrist, you're gonna curl the fists up and down. So my elbows aren't moving, they're kind of glued into my waistline. I'm working just my wrists as I'm curling that strap up towards me and away from me. Couple more times. You should be feeling this in your biceps as well as in your wrists. Oh, good work, everybody. Let's do one more. Nice. And release. Strap can go off to the side. Woo! Give those shoulders a nice little roll out. Maybe shake the wrists if you need to. And now we'll work a little bit on our spine, opening up through the spine and the chest. So take your arms straight out to a T shape with the thumbs pointing up. Reconnect with that idea of your fingers as an extension of your heart space. So let them kind of radiate, palms facing forward. We'll take a little flow here, so just follow me as we inhale. Airplane your arms back behind you. Open your chest. Feel the broadness across your sternum. This should feel beautiful. As you exhale, round and let your palms meet way out in front of you. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Keep your arms straight. Hollow out your belly button here as you curl in. Now keep your palms together and inhale, draw your arms overhead. Sit up tall, creating like a steeple pose here. As you exhale, cactus the arms and lift your heart and lift your gaze. Feel those shoulder blades trying to meet on your back. Good, inhale, arms overhead, let the palms meet together. As you exhale, open to a T. So feeling the shoulders getting a nice workout here as well as our spine. As we inhale, airplane back, open up. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Exhale, curl and round. So it's gonna look like this, palms meet way out in front of you, tucking chin to chest. Inhale as you draw those arms overhead, palms stay connected. Exhale as you cactus, open the heart, lifting from the center of the chest. Inhale, arms meet overhead, palms press if they can. Exhale, open to a T shape. Good, one more round. Inhale, airplane the arms, sweep them back as you open the center of the heart. Exhale, tuck and round, palms meet out in front of you, chin to chest here. Inhale, palms press together as you sit up tall, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, cactus and open up the chest. Inhale, arms re-extend, palms meet. Exhale, find your T shape, open up. Now hold here, we're gonna take this into a twist. So pull your belly button in towards your spine and rotate from your navel off to the left. And then hook that right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Grab the back of the seat with your left hand, and as you inhale, let your spine extend from the tailbone up through the crown. On the exhale, twist any degree you can. See if you can rotate that left shoulder back. Look over it with your gaze if possible. Breathing into the sensation we're creating here in our spine. Bringing it out. Nice deep breath in, get long. On the exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. Maybe you hear a little popping, releasing in the spine. Good, and gently unwind back to your T shape. Open up nice and wide. And we'll do that same thing over to the right. So keep the arms in the T shape, hug your belly button in, and rotate to the right, twisting from your navel. Left hand hooks outside of the right thigh, or you can grab it however you'd like. And then right hand reaches behind you for the back of the chair. Find length by breathing in from tailbone to crown, and then find your twist, twisting any amount from your belly button, wrapping your ribs and your shoulder back, and maybe even your gaze. Wherever you are, just keep a nice steady breath, feeling whatever's happening in your spine. Nice release. Good. And then gently unwind. Take your arms overhead, nice full breath here. Reach up for the sky, lengthen. As you exhale, let's fold forward any amount. So you could come halfway down or all the way down, dropping the crown of the head down. So you can rest your rib cage on top of your thighs. Tuck your chin towards your chest and just feel the release in your back, your low back in particular. See if you can shake your head yes and no, releasing tension in the neck, letting the vertebrae open up here as we fold forward. Maybe your hands touch the ground, maybe your hands are resting on your thighs. It's fine wherever they are. Just breathe and try to relax into this shape, bringing love and compassion to your body as you do so. Now place your hands on your thighs if they aren't already there, and come up about halfway. So you're going to be at about a 45-degree angle. From the side, it's going to look like this. My elbows are drawing in close towards me. I'm lengthening out through the sides of my neck. My navel is pulled in and my spine is straight. This is a halfway lift. It's a really nice way to work your core here. Nice for lengthening out the spine. Keep your heart center lifted and forward. Take a nice breath in, get engaged here. And as you breathe out, refold. Let everything get soft. Relax the body down and forward. Feel the difference between those two poses. And then invite the arms out to the side. Sweep them out as you rise all the way up to come to sit tall. Let the palms meet overhead if you can. And then as you exhale, draw the thumbs down to the heart. So a little half sun salutation. Let's do that one more time. We'll go a little bit faster. So as you inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, fold all the way forward and relax into the forward fold here. Hands to thighs, come up halfway. So feel that engagement of your core. Pull your elbows in and back. Long spine here. Exhale, fold. Let everything go. Shake the head out. Now sweep your arms out to the side. Let them assist you as you rise all the way back up to a seated position. Palms press overhead. And on the exhale, the thumbs travel down to the heart. Nice. A little half sun salutation just to warm up the body. Now we're going to get into the hips. We're going to do some mobility exercises and some nice stretching for a really important part of our body that, can get very, very tight. So we're going to start with our right leg. Scoot forward to the edge of the chair if you're not already there. And you can place your hands on your hips, or you can grab onto the side of the chair. So, work with whatever position feels right for you. We're going to lift that right knee, flex the foot, and then we're going to tap the toes out to the right at a 90-degree angle and bring it back. So stay kind of light on that right foot and try to isolate right from the hip joint. So you can see we're working that ability for the hip to rotate out and in. If it's better to hold on to the side of the chair for you, do that. Try to be as fluid as possible. Don't worry if your leg isn't able to go all the way out, right? That's why we're doing this, to kind of work on our mobility. Good. Now bring it back to center and relift the leg. We're going to work with just the knee here, but it attaches to the hip. So it's connected, and you're going to swing your heel out to the right. So try not to move your leg, it's just the heel. Good. And then bring it in to the left. So we're just isolating from the knee. You're going to feel this in your outer hip. So stabilizing muscles. We're working on that ability to internally and externally rotate. Nice, guys. Good. I can certainly feel this. One side is probably going to be tighter than the other. Good. Now with the knee back to center, we're going to go side saddle. So turn to the right and lower your right foot to the mat. Take your left knee back. It's off the chair now, and draw it underneath you. So right underneath the hip, you can see I'm creating a 90-degree angle here. Pivot the upper body so that it's facing the camera, and then just pivot on that back foot and allow the knee to open and drop down. So again, we're working the hip joint and that ability to create internal and external rotation. Now it's on the left hip. So we've just done a little side saddle, but we'll even it out when we go to the other side. Good. I hope this is helpful to you all. I know I can certainly feel it. Good. And then come back to 90 degrees. You can keep the knee here, or if you feel like you have the ability to walk the foot back, come to the ball of the foot and get a little bit deeper stretch. So you're going to feel this in the front of your left hip, that hip flexor. The leg doesn't have to be straight again. If it feels better to keep it bent, you're still getting a nice opening there. We're going to hug the back of the chair with our right arm and take the left arm forward and up. Bring it alongside your ear. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lean off to the right. This is going to add a little extra sensation into the stretch you're feeling in front of your left hip. Breathe. Stay present. Accepting our bodies where they are. Feel into it. And then release that left arm back behind you. Now, you can reach for the back of your left knee, and you can assist in drawing it forward. We're going to pull it up and bring that left ankle to our right thigh. So at this point, you may want to pivot back to face the camera. Coming into our figure 4 shape here. Again, another great outer hip opener. If this position doesn't feel good, you're welcome to just cross your left leg over your right. You're still going to get a nice stretch in your IT band. Okay, so find something that works for you here. Sitting upright is really nice. You could add a little extra push of that knee open with both hands or one hand. Or you could also lean a little bit forward, placing your forearms on your calf. This is going to feel a little more intense. You want to keep that left foot flexed, and you want to make sure that your ankle and the knee are in line. Wherever you are here, nice deep breaths. Put a smile on your face, it helps, especially with hip openers. I know I feel this. This is my tighter side. Breathe into it. Wherever you may be, no judgment. Every day the body feels a little bit different, and we just have to honor that wherever it is. Nice. All right, slowly bring yourself out of whatever position you're in. Give yourself a moment to shake it out. Maybe extend the legs. And we'll take that sequence on the other side. So now we're working with the left leg. Again, you can bring hands to hips or hold on to the side of the chair. We're going to lift that left knee and you're going to tap the foot out to the left and back to center. Make a bit of an arc here. I didn't mention that on the other side, but we really want to try to find some mobility in our hip joint here. So working it from side to front, keeping it nice and oiled up, working with hands on hips or grabbing the seat of the chair, whatever feels right. Let's do one more. And then bring it back to center. Reestablish your seat if you need to. I needed to scoot a little bit forward. And now heel out to the left. And then into center. You can even keep your hand on your knee so that it kind of stays steady. This is my tighter side, so I don't have quite the same range of motion here. And that may be something that you're experiencing too, which is fine. That's why we do this, right? To keep everything good and fluid. A couple more times, just isolating from the knee as we move the heel to the left and into the right. Good. Now back to center, pivot so that you're a little side saddle to the left, and then drop that right knee down in line with the right hip. So left foot is on the mat, your side saddle to the left. Pivot the upper body towards the camera, and then lift the right knee open. You're pivoting on the ball of the right foot and drop it down. So a little kind of like a windshield wiper motion here with a bit of a wider stance. So we're really feeling it here, asking our hips to open up and do what feels right. You know, you don't have to do as many as I'm doing if your hips are already saying, thank you, I've had enough. Good, and then come back to face the left. And again, this knee can stay bent, or if you have the ability to walk the toes back, land on the ball of the foot, press the heel away, and then just begin to feel into the front of your right hip. Let's wrap the left hand behind the back of the chair, extend the right arm forward and up alongside of our ear. Staying here, or on an exhale, leaning off to the left, pressing through that right heel, or again, the knee can be bent, and just feeling a little extra stretch in front of our right hip. Enjoy this, breathe into it, relax the shoulder, relax the neck, soften your gaze. Good, and take that right arm back behind you, find the back of the knee if that's possible, and then just use it to assist the knee forward and bring your right ankle to your left thigh. I'm going to swing around, you're welcome to do that too. We're inviting the right knee to open to the right, creating that 90-degree angle with our ankle and our knee, and flexing that right foot, coming into our figure 4 on this side. Sitting upright is wonderful. Both hands pressing that right thigh, maybe a little bit more open if that feels good. Or maybe even leaning into it, forearms to shin or calf, and just finding a deeper variation of the stretch. Right away, you'll know, oh yeah, this feels a little bit more accessible on this side, or this is my side that, needs a little extra love. Just be kind, practice that quality of ahimsa, non-violence to the self, thought, action, right? Being accepting and compassionate of where we are. Good, take another breath. And then let's slowly come out of that. Good work, everybody. Stretch your legs out. And now we'll come to stand. So bring yourself up and we'll move the chair towards one end of your mat or your space with the back of the chair facing you. And let's stand upright and just take a moment. I'll readjust my camera a little bit here to swing our arms around and let our body just get free. So let the arms just swing right to left. And as you turn to the left, lift your right heel. You turn to the right, lift the left heel. This is a really nice thing to do if you have been sitting for a long period of time and you just need to re-energize your body. Maybe think of it as a way to kind of sweep some stress off. If you've got stress going on, you can make a little fist with your hands and you can tap the back side of your body, which also feels really nice. It's a really nice way to energize your spine too. Good. A couple more at your pace. You can go faster or slower, whatever feels right and good. And then when you're ready, we'll just slow it down and we'll come to face the back of our chair. Place your hands shoulder width distance apart and walk your feet back for downward facing dog. So walk it back enough so that you can rock your chest down between your shoulders. Bend the knees if your hamstrings are feeling tight. Send your tailbone up and back. Relax your neck and soften that space on top of the shoulders, right? Right at the place where they meet the neck. Breathe into this beautiful shape. Feeling your spine getting nice and long. Feel the stretch through the glutes and the hamstrings. If your body is saying, wow, I really need to bend one knee and then the other, please do so. Kind of walking in place, noticing how that feels. Stay connected with your breath here. Nice, long, steady breaths as we invite the body to open up. Good. And then we'll walk the feet in just a little bit closer. So you can see my feet are now underneath my hips. Hold on with your right hand and then reach your left hand back for either your shin or your thigh or your hip and take a little twist. Turn your chest underneath you. Your gaze is going to be up and underneath that right arm. Feel what this is doing in your spine. Soften the knees if you need to here. Inviting in a nice twisting energy through the spine. Come back to center and we'll switch sides as we hold on with the left hand. Take your right arm back behind you, reach for your shin, your thigh, your hip crease, and just turn your chest up and underneath that left arm. Taking your gaze underneath there as well. Notice how it feels on this side. Invite the knees to bend if you're feeling tight. Rotate your ribs underneath you. Beautiful. And then release. Lift your head and walk towards the back of your chair. And then we'll stand on the right leg. We'll send the left leg back. We're going to land on the toes, so on the ball of that left foot. Hang on to the back of your chair with both hands. Now we did this seated, so we're revisiting this lunge, this deep stretch in front of our left hip. We'll hang on with the left hand, lift the right arm forward and up, and then a little rainbow arc. Take it back behind you as you twist open to the right. Think of your fingertips again as an extension of your heart. Square your hips towards the back of your chair and open your chest to the right. Maybe you can look back at your right thumb. It's okay if you can't. Breathe into it. Now circle that arm back to the back of the chair and open to the long side of your mat to the left. We're going to find warrior 2 here. So your left foot is grounded. The edge of the foot is in line with the edge of the mat. You're going to bend into your right knee, stacking the knee over the ankle. Hang on to the back of the chair with your right hand and extend your left arm out from your heart. Spread the fingers nice and wide. As you're ready, drop into your hips and that front knee a little bit more, and maybe your right hand can release from the back of the chair. Look forward past your right thumb. Breathe some spaciousness into your heart. Feel your hips open, your stance nice and strong. On your next breath in, we're going to straighten the front leg and bring our arms overhead, palms to meet. Press into your right big toe. On your exhale, that left hand is going to lay down alongside your left leg, and you're going to reach your right arm overhead, coming into a reverse triangle position. Pressing into that right big toe mound, reaching out through the right fingertips. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend into your right knee and take your right hand to the back of the chair, or maybe all the way down to the seat of the chair, and let your left arm sweep overhead in line with your left ear. This is extended side angle. Breathe, length into your left side. One more big breath here. Maybe drop into your right knee a little more. As you breathe out, that left hand is going to find the back of the chair. The right hand, you're going to pivot back onto the ball of the left foot. Stretch the heel back and away from you one more time. And then big step forward, left foot to meet the right. Good. Give yourself a moment here. Close your eyes and stand with both feet on the ground. Find your breath. Notice how that left side feels. Good. Let's open the eyes. Step your right foot all the way back. Land on the ball of the foot. That heel is lifted. Bend into your left knee, stacking the knee over the ankle. Heel into the front of that right hip. We're revisiting that lunge that we did seated. Hold on to the back of the chair with the right hand. Stretch your left arm forward and up. And then rainbow arc all the way back as you twist your torso open to the left. Keep your hips facing forward. Turn your gaze, if you can, to look back at your left thumb. Rotating your chest and your torso around. Wherever you are is beautiful. Breathe into it. Feel into it. And as you exhale, we're going to turn to the right side of the mat, opening to warrior two. So your right heel is going to drop down. Your left heel and the arch of your right foot are going to make a connection. Bend into your left knee. Hang on to the back of the chair with the left hand. Extend that right arm right out from your heart center. Let it sparkle. Palm facing open. Now ground through that right big foot, your right edge of your foot. And if you feel steady, release the left arm. Hips are square to the long side of the mat. This takes a lot of stability. So breathe. Accept where you are. Don't judge yourself. We're building strong muscles, strong minds, and strong breath. As you inhale here, straighten the front leg and bring your hands overhead to meet. As you exhale, release that right arm back behind you to find the right thigh and lean back with the left arm, reverse triangle. Find a point of connection with your left big toe mound. Press it into the mat and reach back. Really stretching out that left side. One more breath here. As you exhale, we're going to bend into that front knee again. Bring that left hand either to the top of the chair or the seat, if that's available. And then that right arm is going to reach all the way overhead, creating a long angle on our right side. This is extended side angle pose. Press into the knife edge of your right foot. Let that be the anchoring point for you to reach out through your right fingertips. Beautiful, everyone. Breathe into this shape. And then release your right hand to the back of the chair. Left hand there. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. And one more time, just press the heel away. Feel that big stretch in your right hip flexor. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, big step forward. Right foot joins the left. Good. Now a little balancing pose. I'll offer this up. Do what you can. We'll start with the left leg as our standing leg. The right leg is going to lift and you're going to place the ankle to the thigh. We've been here already in a seated position. Can you bend into your left knee and drop the hips back and down for a standing figure four? Now, if this is not possible, you could always cross your legs and try to drop the hips down just a little bit. So you'll feel this in your knee, you'll feel it in the hip. Maybe that free hand, your right hand, comes to your heart. Little half prayer. If you feel steady and you want to try to bring the left to meet it, even for a second, give it a go. Right? We never know until we try. Do what feels best for you. Drop a little bit deeper if you can. And then slowly rise up. Beautiful work. Shake it out, especially that standing leg. Give yourself a little pat on the back. And we'll take that on the other side. You can either walk around the side of your chair, move the chair, whatever feels good, or if you have enough space, take it on the same side. So right leg is your standing leg, lifting that left knee. Find ankle to thigh and allow the knee to open to the left. Slowly, mindfully bend into the right knee, dropping the hips back and down. Keep flexing your left foot. Maybe that free hand comes to the center of the chest. Maybe the other hand joins it. Again, if the figure four shape isn't working for you, you could cross your legs. You could also do this back in the chair if that feels like a better option for you. Yoga is a feeling practice, so you need to feel and listen to your body. Good. Mindful breaths here. Stay with it. And as you are ready, let's release. Wow. Beautiful work. Okay, my friends, we've made it back to our chair. Yippee. Set yourself up. And again, we'll sit at the edge of the chair. So I'm going to go side saddle here for a moment, just to show you where we're going to finish. Take your hands to the side of the chair and wrap the front of the shoulders back. So you can see how I'm opening up my chest a little bit more here. Let your shoulder blades meet on your back and start to lift again from the center of the heart. Maybe even your chin lifts up. Taking a little bit of a back bend here. You may want to extend one leg or both to come into a variation of a reverse plank or fish pose, pointing your toes away from you and feeling that really yummy opening through the heart and the chest. One more breath and release. Good. Sit all the way back into your chair. Give yourself a nice seat here and take your arms out one more time and cross left over right and give yourself a hug by holding on to your shoulders. Close your eyes and just squeeze. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. Feel that love that you're creating for yourself. Good, and then open the arms wide. Switching sides, right arm on top of the left. Give yourself a hug. Shoulders are squeezed and then drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. Bring a smile to your face. Good, and release. Let your palms rest on top of your thighs. They can be up or face down. Let your eyes remain closed. Let your breath just return to a normal rhythm and cadence without any effort on your part. And I'll invite you to just take a little body scan, just noticing from feet to ankles and knees, thighs and hips, abdominals, rib cage, spine, shoulders, chest, arms, wrists and hands, neck, jaw, face, and skull. Notice how you feel. Let there be that inner glow. Let that rise from the inside out, acknowledging the fact that you showed up today, you did the work, and just recognizing the beautiful feelings that come from that. Give yourself permission to flow through your day, bringing that sunshine and that inner smile and light to everyone you meet. Let's bring the hands together one more time in front of the heart, pressing the palms, acknowledging that beautiful anahata energy, our green, energetic heart center. And let's bow towards it, chin towards chest. Reminding ourselves that the power of the heart is so strong and so real. May we continue to access it, to move from it, to let it inform us each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll bring our thumbs to our third eye center and just bow, saying namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. It was my honor to guide you today. Thank you for showing up and doing the work, opening up your hearts and your bodies. I look forward to seeing you again.